I'll tell you what, no one better to join our panel today than Mike Covert from Covert Aire.
He's looking spiffy.
I know.
Thank you.
And we were just talking Pantone Color of the Year Bordeaux, by the way, for 2015. And at Market, everything was about the Victorian look.
It looks sharp.
Vintage, Victorian.
Love it.
Yeah.
Just for you, ladies.
Well, I want to mention, before we even get started, that Mike, I love that Covert Aire is our presenting sponsor of our high school basketball series. If you have not tuned in, please do so. Games are great. Mike does an amazing job
We have a good time.
with the color commentary. So good. He's just a consummate pro, and it's so great having that Covert Aire name behind the sports
We enjoy
series. I mean, it really is strong for
Bob
the
and I have a
community.
good time doing
Great
it.
for the community.
And you all can pull out of people some pretty interesting...
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, there is nobody or no thing that we won't interview. You know? I mean, last year at football, we interviewed the drain gate at Beaufort High. And this year, I've got something coming up. I hope to interview the concession stand at one of the high schools.
I
Oh,
like
there you
that.
go.
I mean, that's, you know,
Unsung heroes.
spent a little time there.
World, right?
Funnel
Someone's
cake.
got to sell the nachos and pumpkin cheese. Like,
Funnel
come on.
cakes.
That's right.
Oh, I love those things. Oh my gosh, every time I see you, I still think Set It and Forget It from every time we've ever...
It sticks with you,
right.
doesn't it?
They hadn't changed.
No.
But he
And
does have a new commercial spot. The Set It and Forget It was airing up until recently when we switched it because you switched some things around with your
Big three.
Famous threes.
the famous threes.
Okay.
That's right.
Threes. What does that mean?
Well, there are famous threes all throughout history. You got the Three Blind Mice, the Three Musketeers,
Three Stooges.
and the Three Stooges. Well, now Covert Aire has one of the famous threes, where we.
Are you a stooge, a musketeer?
No. Well, yeah, you know, depends on who you ask, I guess. But you know, people maintain they're supposed to. Their heating and air conditioning systems twice a year.
Sure. Okay.
We come out 3 times a year
That makes
for the
sense.
same price. So you're getting more for less.
And I'll tell you, one of the things I remember when I do talk to you, though, also in seriousness, is that kids, fires, homes, it scares me to death. And we talk a lot about safety.
The number one cause of house fires is problems clogged dryer vents.
Is that really?
Absolutely. And we
Often as my dryer's on, I mean, I can't imagine, you know. Plus, you think too, especially with the kind of weather we've been having, all the cold and rain, you know, you're using your HVAC way more than you would if we were having milder temperatures.
So is that part of, like, do people just call to get that inspection?
well, you can, but
done?
what another program that we have is our safety tune-up inspection. It's real affordable. It's $59, I believe it is.
That
And
could save your life.
Absolutely. If you call on a great day, we might even do it for $49 just because we need something to do. But anyway, we'll come out and do a dry vent inspection at no cost at the same time. And if it needs to be cleaned, we'll tell you. And if it doesn't, we'll tell you. And you know, so be it.
How often do units need to be changed out? I mean, can you do that kind of analysis too? In other words, if you
Absolutely.
look at our dryer and you
Right.
say, we're going to go ahead and unclog the hoo-ha thing and then
Right.
whatever, but we really think you need a new one.
There's, with dryers, building codes change rather often.
Okay.
What used to be okay in the attic with flexible dryer vent, and I don't mean inside the house, I'm talking about in the attic or under the house, where that used to be okay, now that is not okay. So if we're doing an inspection and we find that, you know, we'll flag it and advise the homeowner, hey, this needs to be solid metal.
Okay.
You know, and it's very easy. We can do it normally while we're there. That way you're up to code. You know, you don't want anything to happen. And just, it's a peace of mind.
So let's say for the three of us, we would get you started on, or you would get us started kind of on a routine and a ritual
Yeah,
three
for
times a
like
year.
the inspection for the main system, the main HVAC system in the house. And then those, are the lifespans of those ever changing, or are they hanging around a little bit longer, or it just depends?
That's a great question. And the answer to that is it just depends. It depends on many things, and most of that is how it's taken care
I
of.
was gonna say
Maintenance.
maintenance, how you use it. That makes sense to me. It really does.
Builder grade equipment typically lasts about 10 years or so, and that's
10.
mainly because of the salt air. As you step up in grades, values, so forth, they last typically longer because they're thicker, the paint's thicker.
But there's
And
so many
you s-
variables.
Oh, there's so many
And you
variables.
sell and repair.
Yes.
And
For
maintain.
commercial and residential. Or I
got
should
it.
say
Oh my gosh.
residential and commercial, or whatever comes first. But
It's so funny. This segment's gone so quickly. It's always a treat to have you. There's always a good takeaway. Thank you. Stay with us. We'll be right back here on Girl Talk.